everyone, welcome to the video. I'm Professor Amanda and class has officially begun, and I'm afraid I have some bad news. I was really hoping that one of the professors was going to give you guys a sweep this month, and we all came really close. CountXevious was the first one in with the 6-1, and then both Spleenlejeune and myself lost in our finals, so Spleen went 5-1 and I went 6-1. But still, very good matches, very good runs overall. But then it got us thinking, hey, if we're not sweeping, we want to feature some people who are. So this video is going to be a compilation of people who have submitted their sweeps to us. Unfortunately, there's just so many good players that we weren't able to do all the rounds from everyone. But this gives a little highlight and showcase. And we'll get right into the video.
Hi there, I'm MasterOllie, also known as Ollie, and currently I'm doing for the second season Silph, and I'm doing quite right. I'm currently, by recording this video, at global rank 166, and I had a really blast going through the Vortex Cup. I didn't know that I would go 6-0 in one of my further tournaments, where I went already 5-0 in Colwyn Bay. So I went 6-0 in King of the North Hamburg, where I won 17 out of 18 games. And I had a really blast, as already said. My roster consisted of Prime Ape and Manibus Airslash, Shadow Lapras, Gallade with Charm, yes, you heard that correctly, Charm Gallade, Kingdra, which I eventually didn't use, and Quagsire. Quagsire was one of my MVPs throughout the whole Vortex, and I have really brought him very often. And yeah, Gallade, as I said, I had to choose Gallade Charm because I saw Double Dragon popping up left and right. And my PvP Academia will go through some highlights about this 6-0 run, and I hope you enjoy it.
So the first opponent that he is choosing to showcase is against Aerosol. We're very familiar with this German trainer. He, we featured him on the channel a while ago with a couple sweeps of his own. And it looks like he must have been going for a very spicy, he's just trying to up his spice index here.
Definitely, with the Galarian Farfetch.
Yeah. Not even going for the Surfetched, it's just,
Yeah, I think Surfetch was bad, so
yeah.
it makes sense, and I think it's as well the first time I'm seeing an Alone and Raichu in this cup as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty squishy, but I mean, it's got the psychic moves, and it also has those electric moves, which are pretty good against, the Mandabuzzes itself. So I'm interested. I mean, it's definitely a team that I wouldn't feel comfortable running myself because I haven't had play with a lot of these mons, but if anyone can make it work, I'm sure it's Aerosol.
Yeah, definitely. And we have, let's say, a fairly neutral lead because it's a regular Dragonair here in the lead against the Quagsire. Obviously, the Dragonair is going to reach those Aqua Tail fairly quickly.
Yeah, and it looks like it's strange that he blocked the first one, but there he switches out, so he's got a ton of energy stored on that Quag. And a Talonflame against the Lapras is not necessarily the smartest move, although, I mean, MasterOllie is down a shield.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense as well to bring the Talonflame because Talonflame doesn't have a lot of play against the Quagsire. So in a way, it's let's bring the Talonflame right here for Aerosol.
Mm-hmm. And he chooses to let it go down.
Yeah, grabbing a shield, and comes the Whiscash.
Here's another. It's not necessarily a sleeper pick, but Whiscash was a really good pick for this cup. He's bulky and has a ton of neutral matchups.
Yeah, exactly. I ran it for a while, and indeed, it was like a very bulky pick. Very spammy with access to the mob bombs. You can fire a lot of charge moves, and as a bonus, you can tank a close combat from a Primate, which is always nice.
It's one of the few that can. So yeah, now this is also another fairly neutral matchup, but MasterOllie here showing that shinies do more damage and just
And look at the moveset from the Primate. It's very interesting. It's running Night Slash and Ice Punch.
Oh yeah, that is, I have to say, very unexpected for the Flyers, and so I think that it might come in more handy than not. Although
And
when you're missing that close combat, I have to say that yeah, you're really missing some of that nuke potential that Primate is good for.
yeah, exactly. And I think that with the Ice Punch Night Slash variant, I don't think you can pick up the Mandibuzz matchup
No, but
because
it
you
would
don't
do
have
better, I
access
guess, against
to.
that Dragonair.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm pretty sure that these two combination, you can expect the Night Slash close combat or maybe the Ice Punch close combat, but you are definitely not expecting an Ice Punch Night Slash
That's
Primate.
that's very true. But I mean, sweeping here, so we'll see. Ooh, this is not a good lead for MasterOllie. Let's see how he chooses to play it. He's switching out to Primate. Primate's a good safe swap in general.
Yeah,
So
and having access to the Night Slash, you are dealing super effective damage to the Raichu. Obviously, the Raichu is loaded on energy, and now I think it can fire back-to-back Wild Charge.
yeah, I wonder if it'll choose to, or if it, no, well, he's getting out of there. Now he's got a wild charge potentially saved up for an ending nuke move.
Exactly, I'm coming back with the Whiscash. As we were saying, the Whiscash is able to take some hits.
I assume the Lapras will come in now since yeah, it doesn't do well against that Raichu anyway.
Yeah, and let's find out if he's able to catch a Wild Charge with the Quagsire. That will be huge at some point. Charging almost to a back-to-back Surf here.
Yes, and this shadow damage, it's definitely enough to take out that Whiscash. And oh, looks like he's going immediately
Yes.
to swap. I don't know, Celio, okay.
Yeah,
Celio, I really
interesting.
like Celio as a, I mean, with all of the Primates running around, it makes me a little too nervous to use it this cup. But I mean, it's a great pick, is super spammy, especially when it has the powder snow.
Yeah,
Fast move.
exactly. It's a bit weird to not see the Shadow variant here because the Shadow variant can pick the Primate matchup in this cup.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah, it's having access to Body Slam spam plus the Shadow bonus really makes it a very interesting pick.
Ooh, I feel like maybe Aerosol made a mistake right there. He let the Celio go down, and even though it has all this energy, I don't know.
Yeah, very nicely played by MasterOllie.
Yeah,
Using
that was really well done. Very, very quick. And I mean, not to say that Aerosol played it wrong, but man, Lowland Raichu is just such a squishy mon that Surf still took it out. So yeah, well done by MasterOllie.
against another German player.
So yeah, we have Mark93 Kuhn. This team looks also kind of spicy, to be honest. We have an Alolan Graveler, which I haven't seen in any of the cups yet, and also a Shadow Dragonite, which is some heavy hitting damage, but the frailest you'll ever see Dragonite.
Yeah, definitely. I know that Sir Corey was running Alolan Graveler in the beginning of the cup. This is, let's say, a bit a similar team than the previous one. Without, let's say, you have two Pokemons with Mandibuzz and Whiscash, and the rest they are like spammy frail mons. So let's see how MasterOllie can handle those charging spam.
Yes, and this is in the finals too, so I think they're both 6-0 at this point.
Interesting.
Okay. So I'm going, it's not the lead that MasterOllie is looking for, so he switches out, but this isn't the best.
Yeah, and I think it was a Charm Gallade, but I'm not sure. I saw that quickly.
So Mark is staying in. The Lapras is throwing a Surf, and yeah, he's definitely going to make it to another Rocks throw here. So
he can go back to back Rock
yeah.
Blast here. I think he still has energy on the Alolan Graveler. Let's see how MasterOllie is going to come in. Good play with the Primate.
and he's not even going to shield it.
to tank a rock blast. It's resisted.
Yeah, but
And
even
now
still, look how much damage it did to the primate.
and now he's loaded on energy, and yeah, of
Ooh, and
course.
this is where we see the ice punch. Will Mark know about it? Ooh, oh no, he does
my
not. Oh
God.
gosh, that's hurts.
Amazing.
Look at
And
this
yes,
too.
and indeed it's a charm galley.
And it's a single moved galley. Did you also notice that?
Oh,
It
I'm just
only
seeing
has
it right now.
Wow, this is like a pretty interesting team composition. I guess to be fair, when you're running charm, yeah, you're getting to your moves a lot slower, so you probably wouldn't be able to build up to a close combat anyway, but a single move Gallade and also a primate with both move
Ice.
sets have now been revealed now to Mark that it's running Night Slash and Ice Punch. So I wonder if that will also change his game plan.
Yeah, I really like the Charm Gallet pick. I guess it's a really, let's say, it can really surprise your opponent. Obviously, it can work only for one game, but I think that we saw that in the showdown with Barnabas. When he used the Shadow Gallade in like round in game 3 of his like last game, and it really surprised the opponent. So I really think it's a good pick, but you can obviously only use it once or two depending on the team comp of your opponent.
Yes, I mean, I wonder, yeah, if Mark will adapt. It looks like.
Oh, this is looking bad.
Yeah,
And-
my gosh. See, Mandibuzz is a tanky beast, but look how
Yeah.
much that is chunking away. MasterOllie knows the Gallade is clutch here. Gonna go ahead and shield that up. And yeah, not even bothering to throw right away. Ooh, very nice too.
Catching the foul play here on the Lapras. See, this is huge. It still has like a Live Blade stored. And
Ooh.
he got just a bit too greedy here, not throwing the surf. He's going to
Oh,
commit
wow.
the shield.
He's committed
To,
to it. I guess he really wants this Galvantula taken care of. But
Yeah,
Mark is
and-
gonna shield that up.
To not waste his energy, and knowing that he will be able to fire a second surf here, which is huge, and grabbing the last shield from Mark. And now he feels confident. He's going to Live Blade, and even if it's resisted, it's going to do a ton of damage.
Yeah, ooh boy, yeah, but man, Marx is lucky that
Oof.
because that had a ton of energy. Ooh, this is
Oh.
bad though. He switched out immediately, but so did MasterOllie, and this is not where the Alolan Graveler wants to be.
Definitely not. And yeah, that's
The Mandibuzz coming back in, but yeah, even though the Ice Punch is not as good against the Mandibuzz as close combat, it's definitely will be able to take it out of
it's
that
going
range.
to be enough. And the Galvantula is very low on health. Yeah, GG.
Very well done to MasterOllie doing the 7-0 sweep of the tournament. Congratulations to him. And thank you for submitting your footage. That was fun to watch. The next one that we have up is going to be Zubzo, and he won the Pogo Remote Raid Server Vortex Cup. Have you played Zubzo before, Spleen? I think that he is a fantastic battler, and he has a spicy team here, Double Dragon, but not the dragons that most people think of when they're thinking of the Double Dragon team in Vortex Cup.
Yeah, I really like Flygon. I don't think I will have run it in the Vortex Cup meta, to be honest. But maybe he was like forcing the future and preparing himself for this month.
Yes, the Prismatic Cup. That's
yeah,
quite possible.
Definitely, but it's a very interesting pick. I mean, Flygon is one of the best save switch you can have in this game. So. Yeah,
Yep.
some very interesting pick. The Dugong as well, let's say, was not that common during the Vortex Cup. So I'm like interesting to see those 2 months in action.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get right into it and see how he decides to play out these matches. He submitted the one against VTenacity, who is running double shadows on his team, Shadow Hypno and a Shadow Lapras. And yeah, look at, it's a fairly similar team in a lot of senses. That they both have the Zweilous and the Hypno and Ninetales and Primate. Yeah, the Shadow Lapras beats the Dugong. And yeah, the Galvantula probably doesn't have much play against the Flygon with the ground typing as well.
Exactly, and Flygon can be very, very spammy. Having access to Dragon Claw and with the Machot and G-Generation, really it can be if the Flygon can have like one or two Machots advantage, it can be trouble for almost everything in VTenacity team. Maybe just the Lapras, but we still need to see the moveset, because the Flygon could run as well as Stone Edge, for example.
Oh yeah, I remember I played an opponent back in a Toxic Cup who did that. It really screwed up my whole game plan.
Yeah, exactly. This lead is a fairly neutral lead. Obviously, you need to go straight Night Slash here because the close combat is resisted.
Yep, and it looks like he's okay. So he's really calling the bait there, but even still.
Yeah, and even if the lunge is resisted as well for a Primate side, Primate is so squishy that you need to shield, and he got the boost.
He got the boost, but I hope he has the sense to still let it go. No, okay. That's fine. He knows he'll make it to this Night Slash. They're both out of shields, but at least now he can align his backline to the way that he needs it.
Exactly, and now that now that the Galv is
but this isn't great for Zubzo either. I mean, Shadow Lapras on a Zweilous is
it's still a positive matchup because the Lapras must be running Surf and Skull Bash.
Yep, looks like VTenacity was doing as much Ice Shard damage as possible. Oh, and then taking it out with that Skull Bash. But unfortunately, that just gives that Hypno just one more confusion. Yeah, this is pretty much in the pocket for Zubzo here.
Yeah, and this decides to go Thunder Punch just to be sure here that he wins. But yeah, this game is definitely in the pocket.
Do you think that he went Thunder Punch to not reveal a secondary moveset, or because I feel like he definitely could have made it to a Shadow Ball?
That is a fair point indeed. I was like just wondering why he didn't went for the Shadow Ball kill, but that's a good point indeed. Maybe he just he was trying to hide that he was running obviously a Shadow Ball, or maybe he wanted to show that he had. Thunder Punch as well
to scare away the
Lapras, exactly. So that's part of the game, and this is really why I like Silph for those mind games.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. This is not oh man, poor VTenacity there.
Yeah, this is again a very good lead, and this is turning into a RPS game because VTenacity now swaps the Shadow Lapras, and the Zubzo is answering with the Primate.
He's even undercharging a little bit here, but choosing to double shield, I assume at this point he'll just farm down the Lapras, and then he'll have some energy to throw. Even if it is an opposing Hypno, he can put in some damage.
And that's why Shadow Lapras was like a very interesting pick, is that because even against his own counters, you were able to grab shields back.
That's true, yep.
And VTenacity shielding correctly the close combat. And now coming with the
Zweilous mirror here.
Yeah, this Zweilous. I was like about to say it in French, so
what is it in French?
Diama.
Diama. Yeah, I mean that Hypno doesn't do well against it now, to be honest, because
Yeah, especially because Zubzo is running Thunder Punch and Shadow Ball. So if he was running, let's say, Ice Punch, it could have some play against the Sviolus, but yeah,
And
unfortunately.
yeah, this time he is going for the Shadow Ball. I think he was a little bit nervous because VTenacity clearly let his Violus go down, so Primate could get a little more farm. I think, yeah, VTenacity was
Yeah.
hoping he could get to 2 Night Slashes to be able to take out that Hypno.
Yeah, I think the regular Hypno can tank two night slashes from the Primate.
Yeah, but I think with that Dragon Breath damage that was already done, it definitely would have
Yeah.
been pretty close. But yeah,
Yeah.
fortunately for Zubzo, he had also stored up enough energy and was able to get to that Shadow Ball. So those were the 2 matches that was shown with VTenacity. Zubzo played Savage Boy in the finals, so this will definitely be an interesting matchup. Savage Boy, we also featured a little bit earlier. He also had a 7-0 sweep in the Vortex Cup in Lille.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game. He's running this Dragonair, Shadow Dragonair. That was a monster.
Yes, this it's like the main reason that I'm happy for the Vortex Cup to be over, mostly because I didn't have a good Shadow Dragonair. That thing flipped so many matches.
Yeah, that thing was a monster. So here we have a K9 into a Mandibuzz in the lead. So the K9 here can win the one shield scenario, going straight Weather Ball.
And also charged up very high, so maybe trying to convince Savage Boy that he had overheat.
Yeah, exactly.
It can go ahead and take, I mean...
Oh, and Savage Boy swapping aggressively to the Quagsire, and Zubzo answering with Dugong, which is not such a great answer.
Yeah,
to the
especially because he
Quagsire.
wasn't able to get off even an Icy Wind first to take down that. But even, a debuffed Stone Edge is going to definitely hurt.
Definitely. And Savage Boy decided to shield the Icy Wind. And let's see.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Stone Edge is still doing such
went
lot
over
of damage.
over half there. So let's see what Savage Boy chooses to do. That was actually smart of Zubzo to use Dugong as a safe swap, because I think he is aware by this point that most people are using Shadow Dragonair as their safe swap. So that's a pretty decent answer to a Shadow Dragonair.
Yeah, and now coming with the Primate, and because it's a double debuff Primate, double debuff Quagsire, he can let that go through. It was only a Stone Age, so it's okay. And now he's loaded on energy.
Yep.
He is going to shield, which is likely going to be Savage Boy going for the bait with the foul play.
I wonder if he thought that he was going to try to swap out or something, but because I assume he has Aerial Ace as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that they take about the same energy to get to, but
yeah, I think it
very well played. Able to make the Psyshock.
Yeah, with the bait. And CMP tying, which is weird because Primate should win CMP actually.
Yeah. But... Savage Boy also undercharges. So, but at this rate, I think the Mandibuzz is out of energy. And also by the looks of it, out of health. So, round 1 goes to Zubzo. But we know Savage Boy, we've seen him play. This man is a fighter, so let's, and he's leading a fighter into a Psychic, so maybe not so great.
Yeah, swapping to the Mandibuzz, and Zubzo is using the Dugong here. So he's like in a pretty good spot, I think.
This is
matchup.
Rough for Savage Boy. This Dugong is going to make some heavy work of the Mandibuzz here. There's Icy Winds not only are super effective, it also is reducing this attack, so this flying fat bird in the sky is going to be doing less and less damage.
Yeah, the Mandibuzz is not doing that much damage, but now that it's going to be debuff, it's going to be even worse. Luckily, you can reach your foul play just before the next Icy Wind, so Zubzo smartly is going to charge a bit more here.
Yep, takes out the Mandibuzz. They both still have 2 shields, but Zubzo's in a good position because he's won back switch. So, and it looks like, nope, not quite able to make it to another icy land.
That was nice from Savage Boy to be able to take out the Dugong just before reaching and throwing a Night Slash and swapping out.
Yeah. So yeah, this is also a fairly neutral matchup. Obviously, the Ice Shards don't do much to the Ninetales, but the Surf is super effective, and
Yeah, in
Weather
the
balls
one
are coming in
shield.
quick.
Yeah, in the one shield, the K9 should win this matchup, but he needs to. He's going to commit 2 shields here.
I wonder if he's going to try to farm. No, he definitely can't farm that down before they reaches another Surf. So.
But he farmed up a lot of energy, and he's going to be able to take those switch back. Now he's going for the Weather Ball.
Man, this is hard because Savage Boy has 2 shields. Oh, okay. Well played by Zubzo, realizing his switch timer's up. He's going back into the hardest hitting move against that Primate. But he's out of shield, so that Primate's able to time it also well to get this Night Slash off. This should be enough to take out the Hypno.
Yeah.
This is going to be close.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Savage Boy had a ton of energy. Wow.
That was really well played by Savage Boy in this game.
Man, he had to have a cool head because most people, when a Hypno comes in, you want to throw your moves as soon as possible, but Savage Boy really built up some extra moves.
Yeah, exactly. He really used, this counter, which is a 2-turn moves, against the Confusion, which is a 4-turn moves. He really used it perfectly. The way to gain energy, to use some counters and then swap out. He really used that perfectly into game.
And he threw also right before the Thunder Punch was able to go off. So, I mean, he negated the energy that the Hypno did and was still able to get to that close combat. So that was really impressive. So, man, Savage Boy coming back from a really bad lead. Now it's his turn to win the lead.
Exactly.
And interesting, switching in a Primate into a Primate is not always the best answer. But Zubzo calls that
calling the bait. That was
holy
huge.
Buckets.
That was huge.
I wonder if he'll shield here thinking that it's going to be... Yeah,
it makes sense because he was like almost dying, so it makes sense to throw, to at least trying to throw the close combat, so to grab a shield even if he went for the Night Slash.
Yeah, so an Aqua Tail isn't very effective against the Zweilous, but I think the Zweilous just wants to farm down and be able to throw a Body Slam to grab this last shield. Savage Boy doesn't know that there's a Hypno in the back, although I'm pretty sure he can guess it.
Definitely.
And he just lets it go down.
This is going to be huge. This Hypno obviously can tank this Night Slash.
I wonder what is in the back. Oh, okay, it's a Quack. I was going to say, if it was a Mandibuzz in the back, this obviously would be a different story, but... and yeah, Zubzo doing the only thing you really can do here and bait.
Going for the bait and Savage Boy shields. Really cold the bait actually. Oh, he shields the stone.
Yeah, but I think he has to. I mean, like, oh man, this is nuts. Isn't it enough?
Oh, he barely survived. Oh.
Okay, so this Shadow Ball should be enough to take out the Quack.
This Shadow Ball is going to be enough, but he still needs to take care. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was such a close game.
Now that is a final.
Yeah, definitely. And this time it was Zubzo that really stayed super cool and calm with the Hypno.
Managing that energy really well, and he squeaked by with the 1 HP and a dream. That was very, very well played. Man, congratulations to Zubzo as well, getting that 7-0 against, I mean, I think Savage Boy is like ranked in the top 10 in the world right now too. So.
Yeah, definitely. Savage Boy is an elite trainer and we know that there are few currently in the world, so definitely a huge performance from Zubzo here.
And now we're on to a guy that we know and love. He's on the Belgian national team with us. We have a Thooftje.
Hello everyone, Thooftje here. I am a Belgium trainer and I was asked by my PvP Academia to talk about the team I was running for my sweep in the HQ Vortex Cup in India. In my team I was running as a first Pokemon Mandibuzz. I chose Mandibuzz because it's such a huge tank. It can really threaten even its counters. I was running it with Snarl because it generates energy so quickly. I tried it with Air Slash, but that didn't work for me. It lost too many matches I should have won. As second Pokemon, I had Hypno on the team. Again, Hypno is a tank. I was running it with Confusion, obviously, and Thunder Punch and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball because it can hit hard, and even if you get like a matchup with Frostlass, you can threaten it with the bait by Thunder Punch. So I felt comfortable with Hypno, the normal form. As a third Pokemon, I chose Frostlass. Frostlass is a really cool Pokemon, spammy and strong moves. It can really hit very hard if you're not prepared for it. As a fourth Pokemon, I chose Primeape. I think Primeape is one of those Pokemon in this cup. You almost cannot run it. It's such a strong Pokemon. It's super glassy, but its moves hits really hard. So Primeape, I think it's kind of a must be in this cup. As a fifth Pokemon, I chose Galvantula. Galvantula has quite a lot of play in this cup. Even when you not have such a favorable matchup, debuffing your opponent's attack with the lunge can really help you sometimes when you are in difficulties. And as my last Pokemon, I chose my boy Quack. Quagsire has that play. It can flip some matchups. Thanks to Mud Shot, it gets to Stone Age or Earthquake really fast, and those moves hit like a truck. To end, I would really like to thank my PvP Academia. They are great content creators. They are doing a really good job, and I would say keep up the good work and see you in the future. Ciao! Bye-bye, enjoy.
And yeah, I mean his opponent, also they kind of had an interesting pick with the Charizard, which I don't think we saw very many during the cup, but definitely makes good work of that Frostlass.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing actually a Charizard in this cup, and when you see a Charizard, as you are saying, obviously it should be a Fire Spin variant, but it could be a Wing Attack or a Dragon Breath.
That's true, yeah. I mean, a Wing Attack would definitely play better against the fighters.
Yeah, exactly. So and this is something I really liked about those picks. When you have such variety, I mean, when you are looking at Hassan's team, you are still wondering what could be the moveset on the
because you also know that he picked it for a reason, right? So I mean, like, I wonder if we'll see his strategy here. Like, I wonder if the Charizard will come into play. But not at the beginning, at least. This matchup is fairly neutral, even though the electric moves are resisted on the whiz cash, the lunge does heavy neutral damage. And depending on how each player does it, it can be anyone's game.
Exactly. Normally, it's more in favor of the Galvantula in the one shot scenario because those lunges add up. But by timely, depending on the charge move timings, the Whiskash can pick up this matchup.
Yep. So looks like Hassan is overcharging a bit here. Chooses to shield up because he's assumingly about to another. Yeah. Okay. We'll see what the Thooftje decides to do, but this is a double debuff mud bomb.
Yeah, it can survive here, and Thooftje is loaded on energy.
He is just not willing to. He's hoping to maybe farm it down here. Okay, finally Hassan decides to let it go, and comes in with a Galvantula of his own. This isn't great.
This is going to be rough because Galvantula with energy. Advantage can be really tough to handle for the backline of Thooftje.
Yeah, and definitely, I mean, doesn't help getting that debuff. Maybe Thooftje he's throwing these night slashes and hoping for a boost to get back up to. Oh,
and he got the boost.
And he got it. Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, exactly, and I really think this is coming handfully for Thooftje. Oh, and he's reaching a night slash. This is going to be clutch.
This is huge. Oh wow! I will say this: I don't know if he would have won this game if he did not get that boost. Actually, I don't know if he'll win.
Yeah, I really don't think he will have won. Frankly, to be honest.
Is the Primarch still alive?
Yeah, and he's going to finish with the one counter. Oh no, it's a simultaneous.
No, I think he won. I think he won. Yeah, he won.
Oh, this is huge.
Yeah,
definitely. Without the boost, he wouldn't have made it, and
I don't even know if he would have made it past the Galvantula, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe he will have killed the Galvantula, but for sure he wouldn't have killed the. Let's say the Frostlass was like loaded on energy, and he will have been able at least to double avalanche the Mandibuzz, and having a bit more HP will have allowed the Frostlass to kill the Primeape with a Powder Snow.
Well, regardless, I mean, luck or no luck, still super well played by both sides. So let's see what they decide to do for game 2.
Yeah, and this is a good lead for Thooftje, even if we're saying that Whiskash can tank a close combat.
Yeah.
Here on Hassan's side is like throwing directly the Mud Bomb, and by not faking in a way the Blizzard, you put yourself in a situation where the Primeape can just not shield and tank the first Mud Bomb.
Yep. But that was very brave of him as well to tank the very first as well. But yeah, Thooftje is just charging up to a close combat again, throwing another Night Slash. This will still be enough to take it out. Oh, he's using the shield. And I think...
And Thooftje is deciding to letting go the Primeape to come with the Galv.
He's just going to go ahead and farm this thing down and have a loaded Galv with a bunch of energy. That's dangerous for any backline.
Exactly. To debuff the next one or to throw charge moves. Let's see how Hassan is going to answer. He's coming with the Frostlass, and yeah, this is going to be rough for the Frostlass. Not shielding, thinking it was a lunge bait, obviously, and Thooftje now is going for the lunge because he knows that it's going.
Oh, he doesn't even.
Oh, I really thought that Hassan was shielding.
Yeah, I did too. But wow, and it looked like Thooftje tried to switch out actually to catch the.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be rough for Thooftje.
Yeah, I don't think he pulls this one.
Oh, and he goes for the lunge. Okay, interesting.
I guess he realizes that the Frostlass is really low in energy and that he can definitely take out the Mandibuzz with.
Yeah, with one shield, I think he could have just double discharge.
He wasn't taking any chances.
Yeah, exactly. And
All right.
obviously, this discharge.
Down goes the Mandibuzz.
Yeah.
All right, man. So very close matches so far. This was the round before the finals. But yeah, Thooftje said that they were very good competitive matches, and he was not kidding. These are...
Yeah, and this is a mirror. So here, obviously, winning CMP is key, or sneaking Volt Switch is key in this matchup. Thooftje's winning CMP is going to be, let's say, huge for him, because he was able to debuff the opposing Galv before.
Yep. And he's clearly winning CMP. It wasn't just the opponent trying to sneak. So now we have a double debuffed.
Yeah, he can tank this launch quite easily,
yeah.
And he's going to be able to farm down. Oh
Ooh.
No, he needs to throw.
Yeah, he's definitely not charging it, because he knows that it's going to take it out no matter what. But at least he has some shield advantage, or not shield, switch advantage. And interesting. Okay, so he goes straight in with the primate.
Yeah, suspecting that the opponent has the Mandibuzz maybe in the back. No, not the Mandibuzz. Not running the Mandibuzz. Sorry.
He just gets the automatic win from dequalification of using the wrong one.
And you're going for the close combat.
Oh, and he got it. Oh, he's deep. His defense is down, but he's still able to get to this Night Slash. Shielded.
Yeah, and shielding. This is going to be GG, because the Quagsire is going to be able to take this charge move, even if it's a Shadow Ball, and the Stone Edge is going to KO the Frost Slash. That's GG's.
So that was really smart of Thooftje to stay in to grab that last shield. Otherwise, the Quag without having shields itself might not have had as good of time against the Frostlass.
Yeah, and so this is the final against Kreasor.
Yeah, also another really good trainer who is running a Shadow Ninetales. We've discussed it a couple times before that it is more beneficial to be running the regular Ninetales as it beats the Primate, but I have noticed that a lot of Shadow Ninetales are running like a special move like Overheat or something like that. So with that extra punch, I mean, that it can really do some heavy damage.
Yeah, and definitely, and of course, when we are talking about this, this is it's in the one shot scenario, and obviously, if the Shadow Ninetales has like one fire spin advantage, that changes everything. I really like the Dugong Kreasor pair here. I think that Kreasor was like a very nice pick in this cup. Let's say as a less RPS mon than Probopass, but
it's able to get to those moves a little bit quicker.
Yeah, but feeling a bit the same role with the, let's say, keeping in mind that Kreasor has a very nice matchup against the Svaelus and the Hypno, having access to a bug type move as well.
Wow, I have some hard feelings because I lost to a Crustal in my final round. But I know that Thooftje pulls it off because these are his sweeps, so we'll see how it ends up playing. Okay, so just so everyone is watching, has some understanding and isn't confused, Thooftje's first round got messed up on his phone, but Kreasor said, it's no problem, I still have it, so he sent it over. So the very first round is from Kreasor's perspective and not Thooftje's. So don't get confused when you see some of the mons that you're like, wait a minute, they're not on the right side.
And so, this is a bad lead for Thooftje's with the Hypno into the Primate, and he's answering with his Quagsire, and Kreasor bringing the Svaelus to counter.
Yeah, I think Svaelus is a really good answer to Quagsire because Quagsire has nuke moves, but that Dragon Breath damage really does a lot, and with 2 shields, it's pretty easy to take down this Quag rather quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And the Quagsire needs to land the Earthquake in a way to win the one shield.
Yep.
Here, going for the bait. This is going to likely be another Stone Edge.
Oh no, he
It's an
doesn't.
Earthquake.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay. So Kreasor goes down, but he's got an extra shield. So I wonder
yeah,
how he chooses
exactly.
to play this.
And Thooftje then taking back switch. Let's see if he decides to shield the Stone Edge. He's going to shield the Stone Edge
I wonder
Kreasor
if he'll try
going
to just farm down. Yeah. Okay. So this
Yeah.
is dangerous because he's going to definitely Icy Wind whatever comes in and debuff the Pokemon.
Yeah, probably the Primeape, which makes sense because
Yep.
the Primeape has a less favorable matchup against the Hypno.
So then Kreasor, but he's running 2 elemental punches, which isn't the greatest when shields are down in a Hypno mirror match, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I know that Thooftje has the Shadow Ball, so I wonder if he'll go straight for it. Not going for the Shadow Ball here is a pretty big indicator that he doesn't have it.
definitely. And that's why Thooftje is charging a lot of energy because he can feel safe in this matchup. And because, as you can see, the Shadow Ball really hurts
Yeah.
here. Oh, trying to confusion.
Kreasor's playing it very smart and only revealing the Ice Punch. So that way, I mean, it's makes a little more sense. So they don't know that Fire Punch is the other one, which is not really that effective against Thooftje's team, to be honest.
And Thooftje is going for a back-to-back here, almost back-to-back Thunder Punches. And yeah, this is very well played by Thooftje for this first game.
You know, I do say that, but I just was realizing with the Thooftje playing Frostlass, the Hypno with a Fire Punch is actually rather interesting.
Definitely, because those Fire Punches, Frostlass is such a squishy man that you will need to shield the Fire Punches.
Yeah, and since he only saw the Ice Punch, I wonder if he assumes that the other one is Thunder Punch, because that would be my assumption.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, could be interesting. So now let's take another pause, let everyone recalibrate. We're back to seeing this from Thooftje's perspective.
And what is very interesting is to run elemental punches on a regular Hypno because
it's not expected.
You are more assuming that for a Shadow Hypno in this cap, so that's very interesting. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Round 2 between Thooftje and Kreasor.
And we have exactly the same lead with the Primeape into the Hypno, but we saw in the game 1 how Thooftje's managed to overcome that, and this time he's going straight for the Earthquake, no bait.
Let's see if
Kreasor shielded.
You know what's kind of interesting about this is like like we were talking about getting in your opponent's head, and reading their moves. Like if you bait once, are they going to bait again? And so it's like chances are if they baited the first time, they're going to throw the nuke move the second time.
Yeah, and Thooftje was going for the Earthquake, then he grabbed a shield. He decided to try to go for the Stone Edge, but he needed to go for he wanted to change, but he already clicked on.
Yeah, and it's a bummer because he lost CMP there, but fortunately for him, I guess the body slam was thrown, so he should be able to farm this Swilus down.
Yeah,
now he has a ton of energy.
Yeah, he's loaded on energy. He's going to be able to land this Night Slash.
And honestly, with the Swilus out of the way, Hypno does decent against almost everything on or it can at least answer everything on Kreasor's team.
And Kreasor is going to be able to land the Icy Wind before Thooftje's Hypno's Thunder Punch.
That's pretty big, yeah. So, and again, I'm assuming, it's going to happen. It's not going to be enough to take the Hypno out, but I don't think this Thunder Punch will now be enough to take out.
Yeah, definitely not. And the Dugong actually is taking the Hypno. Is winning against the Hypno. Depending, it's an IV based matchup, but It's okay. And you're trying to sneak some counters in with the primate to be able to.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is where the quick punches come in handy, because Kreasor was able to get off that ice punch, and then yeah.
But really
the
nicely
match.
played by both opponents. I think that really what was key in this game was like when Thooftje was trying to go for the earthquake and then wanted to change because he CMP tied, but unfortunately he already clicked.
Yeah, that it was registered. Yeah.
On
But I
the
mean,
earthquake.
really smart of Kreasor to realize that was also his win condition, and that Thooftje probably was not baiting, and winning that switch. So, yeah, this will be interesting. This is the final round, the final countdown, and oh, very risky here playing the Frostlass.
This is Frostlass, very interesting, and switching from Frostlass into Hypno. Obviously, if you switch Hypno into a Frostlass, you are suspecting Fire Punch.
Yep, and since Kreasor hadn't revealed it yet, I think Thooftje was like, I better shield this one just to be safe. But now he'll definitely be able to make it to multiple moves.
Yeah, exactly, and Thooftje is in a very good spot. Because if your answer to a Frostless lead is a swap into a Hypno, you are in a very decent spot.
Yeah, so now they're both out of shields. Yeah, Thooftje knows he doesn't need the Shadow Ball to take it out at this range, and he should be able to get to another Avalanche on whatever comes in. Oh, Dugong definitely will be able to hit that Shadow Ball even.
Yeah, definitely.
Man.
And without debuff, so the Frostlass is going to be huge.
Yeah, but really, what a call on Thooftje's part to bring in the Frostlass, because I mean, it's not like looking at the team composition that it's running away with any matches, and the Crystal I think had him very wary and benched it at the beginning.
But he saw that Kreasor used the same team comp twice.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Varied that he was like using the same team comp, and by switching into the Hypno for Kreasor, I think that Thooftje knew that he had the Svilos in the back, so that was like really GG for him.
Yeah, super. Well read on Thooftje's part there. Even with that really great swap of the Kreasor on the Thunder Punch into the Svilos. Thooftje just knew that, like you said, the Svilos was in the back and was able to come in with that Primate and take it out. And it's still really close. I mean, look at the Hypno doesn't have that much left, but
it's still really close, and Kreasor really tried to do his best to stay alive in this game. And catching the Thunder Punch was like a great move as well.
Yeah.
But Thooftje, I think, really read well his opponent for this decisive game, which is not that easy. And by bringing, let's say, the Frostlass made an amazing call.
So well done to all three of our sweepers, and thanks again for submitting your guys' footage to us. That was it was a lot of fun to go over. We love sweeps, and we love to see gameplay at this caliber.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that it's not the case for every player, but I really like the Vortex Cup. I really think it was a great meta.
I will tell. I didn't do bad. I did a 5-2, a 5-2, and a 6-1, but I did not like the Vortex Cup. I'm ready to move on to the next round.
This is going to be the end for the Vortex Cup. Now it's going to be time to focus on the Prismatic Cup. We already released the meta simplified guide and first early sweep. And we are going to try to help you out to really prepare as much as possible for this cup. I really do hope you liked this content. Don't forget to like the video, to subscribe, to comment, and we are going to see you soon for the next video. Bye.
Bye.